Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and another video, and here we are, Miss Bella on the float. I thought we were going to have loads of trouble, so I'm actually running really early now, so I thought I'd start my intro now as we're heading off down for a dressage competition. So the last one of 2024, and hopefully it's a good day. Well, I know it will be a good day because Bella's always so special. She's such a good girl. But yeah, I really thought she was going to give me some grief going on the float today because she was absolutely on one this morning. I let her out of her yard thinking I'll just let her out to have a little mooch around, and she took off like a rocket, heels in the air, which is very unlike her lately. But anyway, she seems much calmer now. She's happy to have her hay. So we're going to head on off down to the grounds. I'm on quite early and both my tests are pretty quick one after the other, so there won't be much time for chatting. Unfortunately, Mum's got a cold, so she was going to come down with me like she normally does. Oh, look at the state of my float. I cleaned the outside, I didn't clean the inside. Anyhow, I've just gone off track. Yeah, so Mum's got a rotten cold, so she's decided to stay in bed this morning. So I've roped Andrew into coming down and filming for me. And I'm kind of glad now that my tests are one after the other. Then he doesn't have to hang about for hours in between tests. He can go off and ride his bike, which he likes to do. So anyhow, I'll get the car started and we'll see you when we get to the grounds. So I'm just getting Miss Bella all tacked up, ready to go. We're on early, like I said before. So, oh yeah, we're on track. I was hoping to be on her by around 8:30. Yeah, I thought if I get on and ride. Oh, good girl, she's having a drink. Good girl. Get on and ride about 8:30. Well, it's getting pretty warm already, but it's only going to be about 26 today, degrees Celsius, so that should not be too bad. It's very sunny. But anyway, I'm on early, which is good. Like I said, one after the other. So, yeah, we'll be done before the heat, and then I'll hang around and watch some of my friends ride and wait for the presentations, which you never know. Hopefully we're getting something. There's 6 in each class. So it's probably going to be a pretty tough competition. It is the club championships, so we're all club members here today, and yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm just up for a good day. It was quite interesting actually driving down here. I was thinking how just how grateful I am that I have such a gorgeous horse who's so easy to take out, and just being able to load her on the float is such an achievement. If you've been watching our journey, you will know that we've had some floating issues, and this morning she just walked straight on the float like a good girl. And you know, driving myself down here all on my own, I'm so grateful to have you know, a car that will get me here and a float. And yeah, just getting on the float and getting here is a big achievement. I know for a lot of people out there, the confidence just to do that is quite overwhelming. So I am very grateful. I don't know how many times I can say that word. Well, I thought there was another float coming. Did you think so? Yeah, so I'm just happy to be here. Oh, good girl, she's having another drink. Yeah, happy to be here, looking forward to a nice, joyful day, and whatever happens. Hey, Belle, we're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to go out there, we're going to have fun, try and implement all of our learnings from our lessons, and hopefully it all just comes together, and if it doesn't, we'll have something to, you know, to go home and practice, won't we? But joy is the word of the day. think it's nearly empty. Such a good girl, aren't you? Keeping the flies off. I was just thinking how there wasn't any flies, and then all of a sudden I had 2 of them buzzing around my head. Okay, Miss Bella, time to go dance. Gotta get your head out of the hay net, though. Come on, do the papa. Now, stop. Now, sit down. You want another drink? Oh, she's drinking a lot. Did you drink much last night? You got yourself all stressed in the yard, didn't you? That's enough. That's enough. Good. No hay. Here he is. Videographer. Perfect. Hello, Johnny.
Stop ready.
All your sunscreen on.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of going from the back of the pub,
Oh yeah.
and then I'll end up at the back of the pub.
Ah,
Because you'll be doing that.
yep.
Like out the pub and not
Cool. Hitch a ride with us. Now,
Put the hat on. Put the hat on.
I'm in Arena 3.
Yep, okay.
This was a cracking centre line and a beautiful halt from my Miss Bella. I was absolutely ecstatic with this centre line, and we got an 8. Straight square halt was the comment. And then she turned quite nicely. She did find something to look at on the side of the judge's car, which I was a bit concerned about every time we came up the top end. And we had a little argument here. I don't know what that was about. But then she settled into the circle and was really quite nice and forward. And we got a 6 for the track right. And that also included the circle and watch size and shape. So that was my fault, not Belly's. But I think it put me off a little bit when she was being a bit argumentative. And even down here on the long side, I was getting a bit of resistance and a bit of an argument. But she still kept a nice rhythm. And then you can see here, she picked up the canter so beautifully. Oh, I was so happy with that transition. And even the circle, we had a little bit more bend, I felt. And so I actually got a 6.5, obedient, but could be rounder. I'll take that. I know that we're not getting the roundness because she's still not balanced and she's still not coming up over her back. But the quarters weren't in quite so much down that long side, and I felt she did a nice downward transition too. And we also got a 6.5 for that. So I'm just absolutely buzzing still, and I'm editing this a few days after the fact. And yeah, I was just so happy. Anyway, getting sidetracked now. Medium walk, we got a 6 and could be more active. So the canter's improving, but my walk is getting a bit sluggish, and you can see I'm absolutely working my little butt off there trying to get her forward in the walk. But then she's happy to have a stretch, and we got a 7 for the stretch, and the comment was showed stretch. And then I pick her back up into a medium walk. And here, if you've been watching, you'll know that she does like to resist that, but I was really, really careful not to be too much with my hands, and she was actually much softer, and up into the trot was not as bad either. It was quite a nice transition. And again, a nice rhythm. So we did get what did we get for that? Working trot 6.5, could be rounder. And then this circle here, we got a 6.5. Here I actually took my leg off to try and give her a bit more space to get a bit more of a forward trot, because I felt like she was not quite in front of my leg. Although watching it back, it doesn't look too bad, but it was feeling a little bit laboured, and of course she went to pick up to canter. But I'm not bothered about that because that's what I've been working on. And then here she wasn't quite so quick to pick up the canter, maybe because I'd stopped her before and I'd confused her a little bit. Here we need to work on this right canter. She's struggling with the balance in the right canter, and I'm not real happy with my riding there either, but anyway, that's for another story. I've got a lesson booked, we'll fix that. And that circle right, we did get a 6.5 with the comment of could be rounder, and then a lovely downward transition again, and a nice little 10-metre half circle onto the centre line. But the transition, I did get a 5.5 coming off the track, and the transition I got a 6, and then down the centre line we got a 7.5 with no comment, and collective marks, pace is a 6.5, impulsion a 6, submission a 6, and rider position I got a 6.5, and the comment was some nice work and harmony shown, but encourage more rounder connection. So I'm very, very happy with that, and I love that word of harmony because I did feel it was very harmonious. Anyway, we bang on in quickly to the 1.3. So like I said in my little lead up into this, it was one after the other quite quick. And again, a nice centre line. Although I was getting very sidetracked with her forwardness, and I actually went a little bit off the centre line, but the judge didn't seem to notice, and I did get a 7 and a comment of square halt. We go up, track to the left again. So I was very glad both these tests you go to the left, which made it easy to remember. And then we do a loop where you come off the track and into the centre to X and then back to the track. So we haven't done this test for a little while. And we got a 7 for that, and that's double marks for that, so that was good. And I did think that was a good loop, that one. She gave me good bend and it was quite supple. And here, look, another beautiful canter transition. And we got a 6, and then the circle we got a 6, and it did say quarters in slightly, so we're still having that issue, and that's a balance issue, and it's getting better. The more I do, it's getting better and better. So you can see here the quarters were slightly in. Then we come right up around the top, and I really struggled to keep her going here, and we did struggle with the bend there in that corner. But the downward transition, I didn't really prepare her very well. That was my fault. And we only got a 6 for the downward transition, and it said hurried transition. Then we go down to a walk which I felt was quite a fairly forward transition, but then she kind of died on me. And again, we were a little sluggish in the walk. So the transition down to walk, we got a 6. But then we do a loop, free walk on a long rein as a loop. And we got an 8 for this, active, good stretch. So I was very happy with that. Again, you come into X and then back out to the track. And they're also looking for the suppleness and the bend through that movement. And you can see me there really working hard. So I've got to find a better way to get her forward. I think I mentioned in my last video that we need a bucket of feed down at the other end. She wanted to stop there. I don't know what that was about. And then we pick up into trot at C. And again, I've been working really hard to keep her round through that transition. And it wasn't too bad for her. I was pretty happy with that. And we got a 7 for that. Oh, so it's the transition and the loop. We got a 7. And she held it together through the loop, which was good. And then we pick up the canter again. And she did come a little bit resistant to my hand there. Again, the right rein, she's not as balanced. And this is a bit ugly. Little bit ugly through there, but I was sort of getting my hands wide. I'm trying to support her, but I maybe need to get my hands a bit more forward, I think. And I was really working hard there to keep those quarters where they should be and keep the shoulder forward. So that was not great, but then she did come back to me quite nicely. So the canter, we got a 6, slight head resistant. The circle, we got a 6, which I think was pretty generous. And then coming back to the trot, a 6, hurried transition. Then we do a stretchy trot, which we've been working on this as well. And I think this is coming along quite nicely. She's getting the idea of stretching down and forward. And probably the fact that she is a little bit more round and into my hand now allows her to use her back a bit more, so we're getting that stretch. We actually got a 7 for that, so very happy. The comment was, could show more bend but fair attempt. And then we come down the centre line again. I used to really struggle with my centre lines, but I'm really quite happy with my centre lines now. It's about getting a bit of power and really riding forward, I find, and it keeps you straighter. And lovely square halt there. We got a 7 for that, and a comment of obedient, which was lovely. On the collective marks, paces, we got a 6. Impulsion, we got a 6. Submission, we got a 6.5. And my rider position, I actually got a 7 for that one. And the comment was, pace is correct, but canter not yet truly balanced. Rider's aids correct and effective.
So happy. Miss Bella was amazing. I'm looking at all I'm going to say all negatives. I'm looking at all positives. That canter work was just brilliant. She did go up in canter in the second test on my trot circle, but that's because I took my legs off to create a bit more space to get a bigger trot, and she thought canter. And I'm not gonna think that is a negative, because that's what we've been training. So I'm very, very happy. Even if I lose a mark, I'm just so happy. She was so responsive. We did have our little moments where she was a bit resistant, but they're going to happen. We're going to make mistakes. Nothing in life is perfect, and that just gives us so much more to work on. But there were so many moments in that test where she was soft and round and with me, and I'm just absolutely buzzing. Don't care about the score, don't care about the placing, because I mean we're in a really tough crowd. Like I said, there's 6 in it, and even Andrew filming, he was saying, oh wow, there was like this gorgeous little Palomino gelding that came in before us in the first test. It was absolutely beautiful. Well, there's just loads of beautiful horses here, but do you know what? I used to feel intimidated by that. I used to think, oh my gosh, are we good enough, me and my stock horse cross Arab with all these flashy, oh gosh, I got all her green stuff all over me. Yeah, I used to. Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? That was from Kerry. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I better put a head collar on. Not that I think you're going far, Bella. Come here. Oh, sorry, darling. yeah, so, oh, that was nice. People are friendly, aren't they? Yeah, I'm just so buzzing. Like I was saying, there's some really, really nice horses, and I used to feel intimidated, but I don't anymore because I'm here. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying my gorgeous, gorgeous girl, whether, you know, we're correct, and I know it's taking us quite a long time to get that canter right, but hey, it took us a long time to get the trot right. And now I'm getting this beautiful, soft, round trot more times than I'm not. So the canter will come. I'm just trusting in the process and putting in the work, and it'll get there. So what a happy day. So I'll, oh, again, always, you guys would know the score, but yeah, I'll let you know the score and where we've come, and yeah, just absolutely buzzing. Another, and I've probably said that in my voiceover, another thing that I really enjoy, and I said to Andrew earlier, is that I've been judged by both these judges quite regularly this season, so it's quite nice for them also to hopefully see an improvement as we've gone along throughout the season, and just to get their feedback in their comments. Yeah, it's really, really encouraging, and yeah, so I'm going to untack Miss Belle and give her some more water by the looks, because it looks like she's nearly drunk all that, which I'm really pleased about, and I'm going to pop her in a yard in the shade hopefully. So hello, Miss Bella. Got her all settled in a yard, got her fly veil on. Happy girl. Ooh, what would you like? Oh, carrots for my darling girl. You're such a superstar, aren't ya? Hey? Don't know if you can see there, I'll show you. I created a little bit of shade with a rug, and she's found it. So clever, aren't they? Yeah, so the trees behind, hopefully in about half an hour, she'll be in shade, because the sun will head on over. But yeah, unfortunately, there's only one yard, which is the end one, and it's got a tree over it, and someone's already snaffled that one. So if I book a yard next time, which I think I will, I'll go and pay for this one now because I hadn't pre-booked it. I'm going to try and get number one, so we've got the shade. Hey, Belle? That's it, I only bought two. You get some more. You get some more later. We've got to ration them out because I've only got a few. Hey? Such a good girl. So a friend of mine, your eyelash was attached, bit of loose hair. A friend of mine's got a yard, couple of yards down, so she'll be back shortly. She's just off doing her test now. She's just heading up for the warm-up, so I'm going to go and watch her ride. She's got a beautiful patchy pony, and yeah, like I said, I'll catch up with you guys after. Little Miss Bella's made friends. This is my friend Louise's horse, patchy pony, called Lily. She's got her fly mask on as well. And Miss Belly Belle, hello my darling. I can take your plaits out now. So, Bella's looking very, oh, there we go, that's a little bit better. She was looking like she wanted to have a sleep. But we got third in both our tests. So the 1-1 and the 1-3. The 1-1 we got 64.2, which you guys would probably already know. Yes, that's your test, Belle. Some lovely comments. And the 1-3 we actually got 66. So really moving up there with the scores, and third in both. And we actually got fourth overall in the championship points. So I could not be happier with Miss Belly. So in the championships, there's champion reserve and then third for rosettes. So we just missed out on a rosette, I think by 1 point. But anyway, like I said at the beginning, it was never about the accolades and the ribbons today. I'm just here to have such a great time. Of course, oh, you were getting on well. You know, it's really nice. It's lovely to go home with a ribbon. And I'm so, so pleased that this year we have stepped up into prelim in 2024, and I thought we would definitely be at the very bottom, but we have been competitive, and we're sort of midfield most times. We did have our win at the last competition, which was super exciting. So I just cannot wait to see what is in store for us in 2025. More and more hard work, a lot more early mornings. I have to be a bit more dedicated to me as well, I think, in doing my stretching, because my hips did lock up today. So yeah, I think a bit more work from me Bella is got her eye. She's looking over at the warm-up arena at this most gorgeous stallion, beautiful bay stallion. He is lovely. I might try and get a little snippet of him doing his test. But how cool would that be, Belle, if we found you a boy, hey? You have a little baby. You never know down the track. Andrew would love to put her in foal. It just, for me, it means that I'd have to not compete for a little while, and I wouldn't be riding you, which I would miss, Bella, because I love riding you. But I think she'd make a really good mum. And yeah, I've got my eye on that stallion as well. You never know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. And I look forward to bringing you more clips in 2025. So please, please, please like, subscribe if you don't already. We do get quite a few views, and I would love for everyone to be subscribed to our channel. It just then helps in the algorithm. YouTube throw out our videos to more people. So the more likes we get, the more subscribers we get, yeah, the more our channel gets promoted. And share it, talk about it with your friends. Anyway, until we see you next time, bye for now.